So hi guys, today we will be discussing on how to use the IFX Sniper Indicator. Okay guys, so let's delete this and start from zero. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the indicators, invite only. I'm going to use the IFX FDM Sniper that we have the latest version. Going to put it on my chart. Let me just confirm because I updated it right now. If it is the latest, yes, it is the latest version. So now guys, what I'm going to do is going to guide you step by step into what the indicator does. The first thing you need to understand, the indicator is based on our own FDM strategy, which is the four-dimensional method, which is also available on my YouTube. You can watch it. So what it uses is it uses levels, structure, and time, and MTF. We call it dimensional alignment. So you have these four things combining all of these together and we have FTM. So guys, there have been strategies throughout the history. We have nowadays we have VSA, we have SMC, the smart money concepts, the ICT, etc., etc. You get multiple strategies. You need to understand one thing, that these strategies are based on strategies that have been working in the market for over 100 years. So the concepts, what they do, they change the concepts, they change the names, uh, they they simplify the process so they can. It's easier to understand according to the latest time period. It's going on. So it's all of these strategies, guys, are the same. So in FDM, guys, we actually worked on what actually works for day traders and avoided the things that make day traders fail. Our strategy is focused on day trading. Scalping, kind of, you could call it scalping, but I would call it day trading because we don't put in much trades, but we do place our trades on the 1 minute and the 5 minute charts. So if you wanted to call it scalping, you wanted to call it day trading, so you can call it either, whatever you want. But guys, to understand that, guys, we need. So let's start on the chart. So guys, our indicator starts with the session. In FDM, guys, I mentioned that we only use one session, or sometimes we use the overlaps. Okay, guys. So in this indicator, guys, you can set the time to which the indicator will place trades. And if you get a setup out of the time you've chosen, the indicator will not place any trades. Okay, this is the step one. We get that. Okay, moving on. We have four slots. What are these four slots? These four slots are for inputting the assets I'm going to trade, because there are some limitations you need to understand in my indicator. And sorry for my voice and the accent. I know it's hard to understand, but guys, you have to bear with me. And to be honest, if you don't have the patience to bear with my voice and stuttering and my accent, guys, I think probably you don't have the patience to be successful in trading. Okay, guys. So because trading requires a lot of patience. So the limitations I was saying imposed by TradingView is that we don't have auto detection for every pair. So for example, what TradingView does, it keeps it the levels on the chart. So what we have to do, if we're going to change the charts and we have going to input different levels, we need to have a memory sort in our indicator, which I've obviously built, and hence we have to input the assets that we are going to trade. So we have EURUSD, but we are going to be focusing on gold. I'm going to teach it on gold. So next you have gold. You can change these assets. You can change any asset you want. You can change the contract size. You can change the. I will discuss that further. So first of all, what are we going to do? As you know, guys, we have the IFX brain. The IFX brain tells us our bias: are we buying this or selling this? So what you're going to do is choose long or short. I wouldn't go for neutral. Neutral, it will be pressing trade both sides once it enters your entry zone, and that is not going to be good. Trust me. So long or short, for example, we are buying this today. Okay, guys, I was actually buying this in my analysis, and I have a placed a trade I mentioned as well. So from 5100, I guess. So 5196, we're going to move that entry to 52115. Okay, guys. So we have that. Now you can see in the background the entry zone. This zone was here. It has moved to the bottom side. Now you can see this zone. This is a rectangle. This is a zone, guys. Okay. Now if we want to increase this zone, because you need to understand, we will be placing a trade on the lower time frame. Okay, guys. Let's just move this to 1100. Yeah, much better to do that. We are placing this trade on a lower time frame. It's saying it switch to 5 minutes. We will get to that, but let me discuss it. So so if you want to give it an entry condition, we have to keep in mind the entry condition it is using on a low time frame. It is looking for a break of structure or a shift SMS, which I call it shift of market structure, which has been in the market before we had choke. Okay, the choke is a new addition. It's just the same thing with a new name. That what every influencer does, every bullshit trader does. They just make up a name, make up uh, new names and new concepts for the same old concepts and introduce them as their own. And they have a good face and a good voice, which both of which I lack, unfortunately. But I make up for those weak points with my trading skills. So what we have to do, guys, uh, so that is we need to understand it is using break of structure to make an actual entry. So what we can do, we need to adjust the zone according to the market structure, market volatility. And what is this using? This is using the daily ATR. On the daily time frame, it is automatically calculating the average to range on the daily ATR. Okay, guys, so I'm going to move this to 30 and let's see what happens. Okay, we have a bigger zone. We don't want such a bigger zone of 500 pips. What we want is a smaller zone. We will go with 15. Okay, guys. Okay, now we've adjusted this zone as you guys can see. We also have the figures here and we also have the invalidation zone. Okay, guys. I will discuss what is invalidation zone coming soon. First, okay, now I've set my two targets. First target is, let's set it to 5140 TP1 and let's set TP2 to 5160. Okay, guys. Okay, now why isn't it loading? Yes. Okay, change itself. Okay, guys, as you guys can see, we have the TP1 at 5140, we have the TP2 at 5160. And guys, now we have the SL padding. Now, what is the SL padding? I will demonstrate it right in the chart. So we first of all we're going to move our entry time frame to 1 minute. Okay, guys. So what guys I'm going to do is I change it to 1 minute. Okay, it's loading. There was a net issue, I guess. I change it to the 1 minute, so I'm going to go down to the 1 minute time frame. And then there I will exactly tell you what the asset padding means. Okay, guys. Unfortunately, we'll have also have the time to discuss another thing as well. So first of all, I'm going to remove this. So okay, guys, as you guys can obviously see, guys, we have this red line. Now this is an SL. This is the SL that it has automatically placed. Now, how does it calculate the SL? It is looking at the structure. For example, it entered market on a bullish break of structure or a bullish SMS shift of market structure or choke, whatever you like to call it. So I want to make it easy for everyone to understand. So it's going to place the SL below that. So if I want the SL to be bigger, what I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the SL padding size. It was 0.5, I moved it to 1. Now, as you guys can see, the SL went to the lower structure. Okay, guys? Now, if I want to decrease it again, I will move it to 0.5. Another thing you need to understand, guys, this indicator does, it automatically calculates your risk reward ratio. Okay, guys. So one thing, it won't enter a trade as long as your risk reward ratio is below one. We will discuss that in upcoming, and it also calculates your lot size according to the equity you're using. Right now you can see 0.01. Okay, guys, because I guess that's the minimum you can go on a $1,000 account on gold. But people don't understand that, and they are risking a lot of money without any reason. Now let's move. I change this to 1,000, and now you can see the guys, the lot size increased to 0.09. Now I increase this same lot size to 100,000 and see what happens. It goes to 0.95 lots automatically. Okay, guys. So this is the automatically it calculates your risk reward ratio in real time. Now I'm in a trade, so has automatically calculated my risk reward. For TP1, it's saying my risk reward is 1.6, and for TP2, it's saying my risk reward is 2.5. Okay, guys. So it automatically does all of these things. And not only that, using alerts, it sends to your Pine connector and it places trades via Pine connector on your MT5. It automatically decides all of this. So let's get back to inputs. So okay, we have the SL padding and the contract size, guys. You don't have to change it because for every major forex pair you have to use the 100K. But for gold we have to use 100, and every other asset, for example, you have oil, you have Bitcoin, they have their own contract size. You can change it according to the asset you're using, and you can change the name here, the ticker here, according to the chart you have. Okay, guys, now we get down to the sniper time frame. We need to understand, guys, our chart is using two things. One is the invalidation. You can see this orange line right here, guys. Once the 1H is going to close below this, what it does, it stops buying. Okay, guys. For example, I am buying right now. Once the 1H candle closes below this orange line, guys, it will stop buying even if the price comes back inside and we have an SMS choke or BOS, bullish BOS inside the zone. But unless we have another 1H candle close inside the zone, guys, it will what happens? It will stay dead. It won't place any trades. Okay, guys. And the execution time frame, the time frame we want to enter trades on, it we will be using the sniper time frame. Okay, guys. Now, how much risk we want to use per trade? So as you can see, guys, I have $1,000. Unfortunately, I will have to increase the size to make this of my equity to make the point valid. Why? Because, guys, because uh, gold does not go below 0.01, not on standard accounts anyways. So I'm going to move this to 1, and now you see my lot size is 0.09. It's moved to 0.05, and I'll just move this to 0.5. I haven't done this yet, but let's see what happens. You can see it moves to 0.02. So it automatically does calculates the distance. What it does, it calculates the distance between your SL and your entry. So it automatically says if I want to just lose 2% of my account if I am wrong, so I'm going to only risk this much money, which equals to, for example, if I have $1,000, $10,000, the 2% is $200. So if I use 0.09 according to the distance it has measured, I will be risking $200. So hence the lot size should be 0.09. This is how it actually automatically calculates everything. Now, if now what is the minimum RR? As you can see, it's using expected RR. If you're not in a trade, if you're inside a trade, it's fixed. Okay. So what it does, for example, if I'm losing $10 on a trade, uh, if I it will only place a trade if I'm also making $10 in the trade. If my TP is $5 and my SL is $10, it will not place the trade. So we can decrease this if I want to make $20, for example, on a trade, and I am risking $10, so I just move it to 2. If I want to make, if $5 is acceptable to me, and I'm ready to lose $10 for making $5 profit, I use it, move it to 0.5. But guys, I would never go below 1. That's my rule. And I have another feature called enable death by SL. This is mostly used in the news time and the volatility time when what happens that you get one SL hit, and so it won't place a trade until 30 minutes pass. You can change these settings You can change it to 1, you can change it to 5, you can change it to 300. It's up to you, okay, guys? And you can turn it off as well. If you want to turn it off, you can disable this, it will turn it off. So even if an SL gets hit, as you can see, I changed it and it changed something it did. Okay, guys? Enable SL by cooldown. So it's not placing trades if an SL gets hit. Okay, guys? So you need to understand this. So this is the basically FDM manages everything a day trader actually needs. I will keep on mentioning again and again a day trader. Why? Because guys, investors and swing traders, they don't have to be as good as day traders. They can suck at trading and still make money because they have a very cool way of trading. But day traders, they have to move very fast. They have to make money from their trades. So and they have small accounts, so it's very hard. So we have to manage risk. And this is enabled that by structure. If we have a close below the invalidation level on the one edge or any time frame, we can change that below. I will mention, see, show you that. Uh, if we enable this, once it closes below the invalidation point, it will stop trading. If we disable this, what happens? Whenever the price comes back, regardless if the one edge candle is closed inside the zone or not, it will start placing trades. But I use this, guys, because I don't want to get caught in the fake out of volatility. So enable profits TP1 if you want profits at TP1. Before that, guys, we have structure pivot to left to right. Now this is the sensitivity that we use to calculate our structure and the BOS and the SMS, shift from market structure for our entries. So you can increase, if you increase the sensitivity, wait a minute. If you change the sensitivity, you will change the entries. You will have a lot more entries, and the more you increase the sensitivity, you will get a lot less trades. I guess this entry had a lot of structure behind it, so that's why the sensitivity isn't working here. So let's move this to 50 to make the trade disappear. I guess it still won't disappear. But you can see it's changes the entry because now it's looking at 50. So this is how we change the sensitivity. Okay, guys? For our entries. So if I want to take profits at the one edge, the first TP, guys, I will be using this. If I want to go straight for TP2, guys, I will disable this and it will be only taking profits at the target 2, which is 5160. And how much I want profit I want to take, it will be 75% according to what I choose. Now, another option which I disabled at first was enable MTF break-even trading. Okay, guys, it uses another third time frame. Once it makes a higher high on this third time frame which we're using, which is higher than the entry time frame and lower than the invalidation time frame. It has to be in my time frame. What it does, it automatically moves SL to entry. Now I've enabled it. Now you can see all the history changed. Okay, guys, and now my trade entry has changed as well. So as you guys can see on this trade, what has happened? It moved the SL to entry. Even on this trade, guys, it moved the SL to entry. It got hit. Now it once again moved the SL to entry. You can see the red line disappearing. It's actually right here right now. So once the price touches the entry zone, it will take its loss and get out. Okay, guys. So there's that. Now another rule I have, guys, is the EOD. What is the EOD, guys? It takes profit at the end of the day. Regardless if the position is profitable or in loss, it will take the close the entry, take the profit at the end of the day, and at which time you want it to take. What is your end of the day? You can describe it, change it, edit here, it in time frame, and I just wanted currently to show just videos for the last trades. for the last trade I've entered. But if I wanted to show me videos for every trade that I've placed, I'm going to disable this. And now, guys, you can see it is telling us what happened on every trade, guys. Here it went wrong, it got the SL hit. Here it went wrong, it got its TP, and the TP2 was taken at SL2 entry. And it went wrong again, guys. It got its SL hit. Here it went wrong, guys. It got its SL was to break even. And here it's got wrong, guys. It's SL again at break even. So these are the ways you can decide what is going to happen. Okay, guys. Okay, now days to show the trades. If I wanted to just show today's trade, what I'm going to do is go with 0. It's written in the indicator 0 equals to today. And if I move it to 1, it will start showing me more trades. If I move it to 2, it will start showing me more trades. Okay, guys. Depending on how far I want it to show me trades. So now, as you can see, guys, I moved it to 4. So it changed its ledger automatically. Okay, guys. So let's keep this at 0. And last but not least, guys, what we need to understand, if we connect our account with Pine Connect, our MTF account with TradingView to a Pine connector. Okay, you need to enter your Pine connector license ID here, and it will send trades to your place trades automatically on your MTF account through a Pine connector license ID. And now I will make another video explaining how to set up your Pine connector with your MTF account and how to set up your alerts so your trades can automatically be placed on MT5 without you having to put any effort in it. So these limitations are due to, guys, TradingView itself. We are working on our app. Once that is out, guys, we will be easily able to bridge the gap here. Okay, guys. So you will be able to automatically set all these settings up. Even the brain will be inside the app itself, and you will be able to place trades directly from the app. You won't have to go anywhere. You won't have to do anything. So it will become much simpler and much easy once we have the Pine Connector live. Okay, guys, take care and see you soon. I will be making a video on how to use the IFX brain and the Pine Connector differently. Take care, guys, and see you tomorrow soon.